Ripped to shreds. This was probably my favorite DVD right here. I'm trying to see what gym this was. I'm not sure. It's kind of funny. There's, oh, you know what? This is the Craig Road Gold's Gym. All these gyms are closed now. That's a crazy thing in Vegas. Like, it's, you forget which ones. But this was very close to my house, actually. About a 7-minute drive. But you notice the control. So when I talk about, you know, time under tension or, you know, muscle contraction, like you watch all my reps, they're very short, but they're very controlled. So I'm just locking the muscle. But I was training for the 04 Arnold for this session. This is probably a few weeks out because I'm really tan here, so I was probably pretty close to the show. A lot of people say this was some of the best condition I was in, but you know, you'll notice the control and you can actually see the chest. I mean, so it's kind of nice when you train in a tank top. So visually, sometimes I would wear certain clothing so I could be exposed a little bit to understand, okay, exactly, and be able to visualize the muscles working. You can see the squeeze, you know, and the striations. But you know, when you're this close to the show, it's all about kind of cruising and just not overdoing it with crazy amounts of weights. You're really just trying to, you know, just make the muscles work, time under tension. And when I did bench later in my career, not in the very beginning, but later in my career, I always used the Smith machine. So you notice on whether incline or flat, this is an incline bench. Once again, these gyms weren't overly crowded, and I didn't really worry about the weight as much as I focused on the repetitions and a lot of squeezing in between. So when you squeeze in between these sets, it allows you to develop more conditioning, and that was key at this point. And I was going for my 3rd Arnold Classic victory in a row. But you notice where the bar touches, so it's super high on the chest up here. So that is going to target more of those upper chest, front delt areas. I mean, it's impossible to take the delts out of the movement, especially when you're doing chest and you're pushing a lot of weight. There's 315 on here for this, so you can see I'm just really trying to squeeze. So I might have done a couple drop sets. But the Smith machine definitely makes it a little easier. But everything was about contractions. And the focus was just crazy, man. I was just going crazy at this point because I just wanted to get the show on the road. You know, I had a lot of anticipation. I had fear. You know, I'll be honest. I had a lot of fear because, you know, going for, of course, the pressure being my 3rd title, the Arnold, expectations are like, yeah, you were supposed to win. And I was just coming in crazy condition for this show. You know, out of all 3 victories, this was probably the top conditioning-wise, lowest body fat. Not the biggest, which, you know, sooner or later I found out, but, I mean, I eat mostly fish on the diet. I was eating fish 5 times a day here, Orange Roughy. You could see the conditioning was just there. I was doing an hour of cardio in the morning, an hour at night. Really just trying to make things flow. And I was determined to be the best on that Arnold Classic stage. Yeah, you can see the crazy striations in there. You know, when I watch these videos, it brings me back to, you know, that mindset and the dedication, and it's so crazy because life has taken me in so many places now, and I have commitments that I think about how limited those commitments were during this period of my life, that I needed to commit to being full blown in the gym and just focused and really making the progress. So yeah, lower sets, drop sets, just total burnout. Oh man, look at the condition. That's crazy. Squeeze. So cable crossovers, I mean, as you see, it's not crossing over. They're kind of just touching, but We get push-ups. I mean, I would do everything just to get the blood flowing. So there's no real rhyme or reason. Every training session might be different, but you can see I was just determined to get the most blood into that muscle, get the nutrients flowing, and get blood flow to that area, and of course try to get as lean as possible. Because this was 2-3 weeks out. I mean, I was good to go at this point. I mean, there wasn't much more body fat I was going to lose. It was just kicking out a little water and stepping on that Arnold Classic stage, being my best.